Okay, let's talk about Eyowo. Yeah, Eyowo is one of all those companies that seems to be reeling from the effects of the economy on one side, but maybe there's a part that has to do with their internal management and process and everything. So, but we're hearing the TechNest reported that they shut down. TechAbout said they didn't. So, TechPoint, Alpha.
So there's you already give the main gist anyway. But yes,
Just move the story forward.
Okay, yes. So let's move it forward.
Yeah.
Long and short of the story is that the company says they are not shutting down, but that Eyowo, as you know it today, will be pivoting. So I want to get the exact, because this is what I think would be the bulk of our conversation. This company put out a statement and following all of that, and they said we are going to be making some changes. So I'll just read the first two paragraphs so that I don't read everything.
Yep. I want to read everything.
So just statement. We are pivoting into a financial technology platform that provides financial connectedness and intelligence for everyday money and living choices to everyone with a smartphone. This will mean we can deliver revenue to selected entrepreneurs and offer a personal financial and life guide to everyone with a smartphone. So this is a bit...
Are you focusing on entrepreneurs or are you focusing on everybody with a smartphone?
The smartphone, yes. So this is now where questions begin, or where the questions start. So first of all, you're pivoting into a financial technology platform. What were you before now? Were you an agricultural technology platform?
Then right now, is it that you want to turn to Money Africa?
Exactly. You're providing financial connectedness and intelligence. What the hell is financial connectedness? Is it a peer-to-peer transaction system?
Or social media for finance?
Or is it social media for finance? Do you want to start a newsletter for finance? so
Money Africa.
Exactly. Or do you want to, I don't know, maybe a Bloomberg terminal for Africa? What exactly do you want to do?
Bloomberg terminal. Cool.
Or like it's a bit difficult to
Wall
say
Street Journal,
this is what I mean, it's difficult for us to say this is what they are going to do or they intend to do, because we know you as a fintech platform for the most part, and now you're saying, okay, we are transforming or pivoting into a financial technology platform. Except we are the ones who don't know what financial technology platform means. Then it needs a little more clarity. So basically, this was you saying a lot without really saying anything. So selected entrepreneurs, what does we can deliver revenue to selected entrepreneurs. So what does that mean? Do you want to build a B2B product? Are you going to maybe offer similar services to what MoneyPoint does right now? Is that what you're going to do? But when you say selected entrepreneurs, what does selected entrepreneurs mean? How do you select these entrepreneurs? So then you now say everyone with a smartphone. If you use the numbers in Nigeria, that's about 40 to 50 million people. Are you actually going to be providing services to all of us? Of course, not all of us are entrepreneurs. So, I mean, it's just a whole lot of... If I'm trying to make sense of this, it's in Gen Z language, it's giving confusion and maybe a little lack of direction on the company's part. So, I don't know what their plans are, but I guess we will find out in the next few...
So, most of the ecosystem people I see on Twitter... Sorry.
Twitter.
The ecosystem people, they're rooting for the founders. But who is talking about the businesses that were using Eyowo? Who's talking about the users who can withdraw their funds right now? People who are shouting. I mean, the CBN, funny enough, we've already washed their hands from their matter.
Of course.
Like, they just revoked their license.
Yeah.
Like, when I just go there. But... And that's going to be a big issue for them, right? So if they even say they want to do financial connectedness and financial intelligence,
whatever that is,
it's most likely not going to be a financial services company or a financial services data company, like financial data company. So they're not like a Reuters or Bloomberg, like you mentioned. That's what I'm thinking about in my head. Like, what is that? But beyond all their plans, I see people rooting for the founders and everything. That is fine. But who is rooting for these users that are finding it? So we saw that they were finding creative ways to withdraw their money at some point. Yeah. They said, oh, this bank is working or this bank is not working, or those kind of things.
Buying airtime. So
buying airtime with
buying airtime, buying electricity units, basically utilities, helping people pay for
utilities
in exchange for a transfer to their owner to a different account. Yes.
So what about the businesses that were using Eyowo? Or was there no business using it? In my head, I thought they were a merchant service too.
Yeah, I actually didn't know about the merchant side of the business where they were serving businesses.
2019, there was Eyowo for retail and Eyowo for something else.
Yeah, that thing is really an issue in the ecosystem where a startup is having issues, and you see people rooting for those businesses, and no one is really talking about the people that are actually being affected,
the customers. And there's no business without the customer.
I mean, it's good to root for your guys, which, if you are being fair, that's what most of the whole routine is about. It's really about, oh, I know this person. I think he has put in a good work, even though it may not always be the case. But, oh, I know this guy. I'm rooting for you. But, well, you can be rooting for him even though he has messed up, or maybe he made some bad choices. And yes, things happen in business, but I don't know. So what I'm particularly interested in here is just the communication. It's apart from the fact that it's not very clear. So when you check their social media, you'll see a lot of users who are still complaining. So the first time when their license was revoked, users found it impossible to actually withdraw money. And it's, of course, they assured them that would be resolved. And then they had this partnership with Providence Bank that they gave them new account numbers and all of that. So it looks like it worked for a little bit. But now it's no longer working as expected or as advertised. And that is where the challenge is. So I've seen the CEO or one of the CEOs in the comment section responding to some of the customers, but you really can't do that to everybody.
Yeah.
And even if you can do that to everybody, an aggrieved customer, especially when it has to do with their finances, they really do not care
what your issues are.
Yeah, I don't care how personally you appear to be or how much you are affected by my predicament. People are going to not pay some bills. People are going to be stranded. Lives could potentially be lost.
Reminds me of someone on, like, there was another startup that was having issues, and someone was like, I need to withdraw this money for wedding.
I mean, yes. I mean, think about it. So
I think that is right. But funny enough, people just turned that person's tweet into a joke.
So this was just, we are coming out from the holiday. So what if the money I wanted to use for my salary RAM was in Eyowo? Are you trying to say that I will not buy a RAM because of that?